Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to instantly create stunning forecasts in Power BI literally in seconds. If you've ever wondered how to predict future sales, trends, or any time-based metric, this tutorial is perfect for you. By the end, you'll know how to turn raw data into a dynamic forecast, complete with confidence ranges using just a few Power BI clicks. Let's dive right in. First things first, let's bring in some sample data. This makes it super easy to follow along and practice. Go ahead and open Power BI and head up to the Home tab, then choose Enter Data. Now you'll see a blank table pop up. What you want to do is copy and paste in the data I'll mention. Our sample table includes two columns, month and sales covering every month of 2023, with sales numbers that show a nice, steady growth. This step is important because Power BI needs a clear time column, in this case month, and a numeric column for sales to do its magic later. Once you've pasted the table, hit load. Don't worry if you're new to this environment, the Enter Data feature is just like using Excel, and Power BI handles the formatting for you. Next, let's create a visual to get a feel for our data. Look over to the Visualizations pane and click to insert a line chart. Now for the fun part, dragging fields onto the axes. Drag the month field over to your x-axis and drag sales onto values, the y-axis. Instantly, you'll see your data come to life as a trend line, giving you a clear view of how things are changing over time. This step is more than just making a chart. It's crucial because Power BI's forecasting engine reads directly from the setup, dates on the x-axis, numbers on the y. Now, let's unlock the real power here, forecasting. Select your line chart so it's active and find the Analytics pane. It's the paint roller with a little magnifying glass, kind of like a settings toolbox for your chart. Under Forecast, you'll see the option to add, click it. Here, where you can customize things to suit your needs. Set the forecast length to, say, 3 months if you want Power BI to predict what will happen for the next quarter. The confidence interval defaults to 95%. That just means Power BI is pretty sure the actual results will fall within that shaded range. You can also choose to ignore the last data point if, for example, your latest month isn't fully complete yet. Don't worry, these settings aren't set in stone. You can tweak them later if you want to experiment. As soon as you hit apply, the chart will update automatically. Power BI draws a dotted line that projects your trend into the future and highlights a shaded area. That's the confidence interval, the range where your actual future sales are likely to land. It's a simple way to communicate not only the prediction but also the uncertainty, which is important in decision-making. And just like that, no coding and no advanced statistics required, you have a forecast you can use in presentations or share with your team. Now let's pause to talk about why this works so well. Power BI's forecasting uses proven time series algorithms, specifically exponential smoothing under the hood. This is a reliable approach for business forecasting because it looks at your past data to estimate future values, weighting more recent trends just the right amount. For this to work, you must always have a continuous date or time field on your x-axis and a numeric value on the y. Think of it like telling Power BI, "Here's my timeline, here's what I'm tracking, now show me what's next." Here's a quick pro tip before we wrap up. You can manually adjust seasonality if you know, say, your business cycles every 12 months or every week. This makes your forecasts even smarter. Power BI handles daily, weekly, and monthly trends equally well, so feel free to experiment with different data sets. And that's it, you've just learned how to quickly create powerful forecasts right inside Power BI. If you found this walkthrough helpful, please hit that like button and let me know in the comments if you have questions or want to see more Power BI tips. And don't forget to subscribe for even more practical tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.